Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, the month of November started with hope. Hope that the American voters would reject hate and division, would reject an America ruled by a convicted felon, would reject a bigoted, narcissistic president. And the month of November ended with the federal prosecutions against that same person, now president-elect, being dismissed, albeit dismissed without prejudice, which means that Donald Trump can, at least in theory, be prosecuted in the future for his democracy-busting crimes. We have our work cut out for us, friends, but we are not throwing in the towel. Because justice matters. Friends, here is a short recap of the legal stories for the month, the dark month, that was November 2024. So friends, in an appearance in Arizona, Donald Trump threatened Liz Cheney. So what are the implications for Donald Trump in Arizona? And what are the implications for him in his criminal cases in Georgia, in New York, and in Washington, D.C.? Friends, here's a brief recap of the legal stories for the month that was October 2024. Well, friends, happy Election Day. So as we wait for the electoral dust to settle, let's talk about where we go from here on the accountability front, specifically regarding holding Donald Trump and his criminal associates accountable for their crimes. Well, friends, what now? Let's talk about that, because still, and perhaps now more than ever, justice matters. Well, friends, Special Counsel Jack Smith has a few really consequential decisions to make about what to do with Donald Trump's federal criminal cases. So, friends, with the time he has left, should Special Counsel Jack Smith indict Donald Trump's co-conspirators, folks like Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, John Eastman, and the others? Well, let's not bury the lead. The answer is yes. So friends, we're going to take a momentary break from talking about election issues, and we're going to talk about what a federal judge just referred to as the, quote, farcical, close quote, Rudy Giuliani court appearance. So friends, we know we have dark times ahead, but we also have points of light. We have state governors and attorneys general who are saying they will not let the coming Trump administration run roughshod over the rights of the citizens in their respective states. So friends, Donald Trump's corrupt former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, was looking for the United States Supreme Court to throw him a life preserver, and instead, they just threw him an anchor. So friends, do we think Donald Trump will ever really be sentenced on those 34 felony convictions handed down by the jury in his New York criminal case? So friends, with the truly absurd announcement naming this guy, Matt Gaetz, as Trump's future attorney general, all hell is already breaking loose, and it's breaking loose inside the Republican Party. And that, my friends, is a sure sign of things to come, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. So friends, during Donald Trump's first administration, when he would have his Attorney General Bill Barr act corruptly, people who cared about the integrity at the Department of Justice, people who cared about the rule of law, would often ask, what, does Donald Trump think that DOJ is his own personal law firm? Well, friends, it looks like we may have a belated answer to that question, as Donald Trump just named his own criminal defense attorneys to some of the highest posts at DOJ. Let's talk about that, because especially at the Department of Justice, justice matters. So friends, is there anyone out there who thinks Donald Trump won't overplay his hand? Anyone? Anyone? I didn't think so. So friends, as Special Counsel Jack Smith seems to be in the process of figuring out exactly what to do with Donald Trump's federal criminal cases, here's the question. Is there a way for him to temporarily end the cases such that they can be rebrought? They can commence again the minute Donald Trump leaves office? So friends, do we think Senate Republicans will stand strong against the absurd Trump pick of Matt Gaetz for Attorney General? So friends, in Donald Trump's criminal case in New York, prosecutors have asked the presiding judge, Judge Juan Merchan, to freeze, to put on hold Donald Trump's sentencing date on his 34 felony convictions. So what happens now? So friends, in a new court filing by Donald Trump's criminal defense attorneys in his New York case, those attorneys tell the presiding judge, Judge Merchan, that the law, quote, mandates the immediate dismissal, close quote, of Trump's 34 guilty verdicts for crimes he committed to try to cheat in the 2016 presidential election. Problem is, no law, quote, mandates, close quote, any such thing. Well, friends, Donald Trump's pick for Attorney General, Matt Gaetz, is out. Well, friends, now that Judge Merchan has canceled the November 26th sentencing date in Donald Trump's criminal case in New York, the only real question left is, will Donald Trump ever be sentenced on his 34 felony guilty verdicts? Well, friends, while Donald Trump's many criminal cases struggle to survive, let's take a few minutes to talk about the many civil cases that have been brought against Donald Trump that are still alive and kicking. So friends, with Special Counsel Jack Smith moving to dismiss both of Donald Trump's federal criminal cases, it sort of feels like the rule of law has died. But it might be more accurate to say that the rule of law has been put into a Trump-induced coma. So friends, within hours of Special Counsel Jack Smith filing a motion to dismiss Donald Trump's federal election interference case, Judge Tanya Chutkan granted the motion, thereby bringing the prosecution to an end. So what now? So friends, I usually don't start with a headline, but today I'm going to. And it's a headline regarding the absurdity that is Rudy Giuliani. This from the New York Times. Headline, Rudy Giuliani loses his lawyers and his cool in court. So friends, let's take on 3 quick good news legal stories. They're out there. Those points of light amidst the Trump-induced darkness They're out there. Let's talk about that, because justice matters.
It's for sure. Justice matters. Justice matters. Justice matters, matters.